How's it going, everybody? This is Rob again, and coming back to you with just some reselling tips. Today is first day of spring. Absolutely gorgeous day here in St. Louis, Missouri. Just absolutely gorgeous. So as far as business was concerned, I was pretty busy today. Just listing things, really trying to get caught up with some of the product that I've gotten. And one of the things that's really important to you guys is you need to have a goal, okay, on exactly what it is that you're trying to achieve, and it really be specific. You need to have a monetary goal. How much money is it that you plan on making per day? So if your goal is, hey, I'm going to make $40 a day, all right, or I'm going to make $50 a day, or I'm just going to make $10 a day, then you want to make sure that you are working towards that particular goal in order to make it happen. Okay. So if you think about it, $40 a day, so you're talking about 40 times 7 is 7 days a week is $280. I'll just round it off to $300. 300 times 4 is going to be $1,200. So you're talking about an extra $1,200 a month, okay, for reselling items, which is actually pretty cool. If you're doing this and this is your full-time gig, and you're not doing this as a part-time type of deal, then you definitely want to make sure that that your goal, okay, is going to be more per day, and you're going to have to put in the work in order to make that happen. And so when I say put in the work, guys, I mean seriously, you're going to have to put in the work. So that means taking pictures of the product. That means uploading that information to the various sites, whatever it is that you use in order to sell on. If you're specifically an eBay person, then it may be a little bit easier to do that. And remember, when you're selling things, whatever it is that you sell, you want to look for simplicity. Things that will give you a high return. That you can get a lot of that particular item. All right. And things that won't cost a lot in shipping, or if there's some issue with the customer and they want to return it, then it may not necessarily be that big of skin off your back to just not worry about them sending the item back, because you're going to have to pay for it, which is going to put you in the in the negative as far as the profit is concerned off of that one. Unless the item is worth quite a bit of money, then you definitely want that customer to send that item back to you. So when you're setting your goal, the important thing is to write it down. Write down what your goal is. Okay, if you're gonna do $40 a day, then write it down. And say, hey, I'm going to do $40 per day. If you're going to say, hey, in a week, my average is going to be around $40 a day, then do it that way. Set it up that way. Okay. But the key is to really work this. Today, I had a sale that was earlier today, which was pretty cool. It was a fast one. We met at a local QT, quick transaction, put some gas in the car. There's someone that I set up something for tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. Generally with the reseller type of business, I like to deal with when a person's excited, when a person has the money right then and there, I'm ready to do the deal. Okay, it really doesn't make a difference the time of day. If it's late at night, I've done 12 o'clock deals, 11:30 p.m. deals. Okay, and you just go someplace that that's well lit, where there are a lot of people. Usually these mega gas stations that are popping up all over the United States, they're good places to do business. They have a lot of people. There are police officers there. It feels very, very, very safe. Okay, so it's all about your comfortability. Another thing also that's important too is what you have to think about is, so if you set a goal and you say, hey, I'm gonna do 40 bucks a day, or I'm going to do $100 a day, then what you need to make sure that you're doing is that you are putting on product. New product needs to go on your sites on a daily basis. Okay. So some people may think, well, okay, I'll put $100 of product, okay, per day on. No. Okay. You have to do at least $200, $300, or $400 worth of product per day, so that you can kind of average around that $100 a day mark. All right. Because the way that a resale works, guys, okay, and when you're really selling anything, is that you might have all this stuff that has this awesome profit margin, but it's not going to sell that day. It might not sell, till next week. It might not sell for a month or longer. I had this item, guys, that was like this awesome clown. I bought it like 12, 13 years ago. I don't use it. I put it up for auction for sale. Guess what, guys? It took a year. That item finally sold like a couple of days ago. Okay, to that one buyer that that didn't care about the imperfections, that just thought it was this cool thing, that he was going to put on his shelf, and he bought it. And that's how it works. So you can't put a few items on there and think that you're going to get, or that all those items are going to be sold instantly. It's not going to work that way. Okay. So you have to constantly put product on there. All right. And so wherever it is that you go, in order to get that product, whether you go to estate sales, whether you're going to the Goodwill, whether you're, driving down your alley and, you're picking up items and things like that, whatever it is, or things out of your house, whatever it is that you're doing, okay, to get your product, you want to make sure that you're putting product on there every day. And I tell you, if you're trying to earn this amount of money, you got to put the work into it, guys. And I guarantee you put the work into it, it's going to pay off. It is going to pay out. But be consistent, okay, and do not give up. Now, one of the other things I know some people are thinking is, if I buy product every day, I'm going to have a living room full of product. I'm going to have a basement full of product, okay? And guys, yeah, so you have to have some kind of defined space. Now, here's the other thing on the flip side, especially if you're dealing with Amazon and you ship all your items to Amazon, right? And they warehouse it and they do it for you, right? And all you really have to be concerned about is, the percentage that they're going to get out of it, and, also the fee, the monthly fee that you're going to be charged, in order to, to maintain this account. Okay. That actually is a pretty cool deal. So if you're into the textbook things, if you're into general books, whatever it is, and you can ship those items, to Amazon and they'll do it for you, do it. Okay. If you don't have the space, all right. Amazon is, is mega large, and I'm sure you guys know that. Lots of people go on there, and so if you have things or items that aren't collectible type of things, usually things that have UPC codes, that type of thing, then that's the place for you. If you have items that don't have that kind of stuff, all right, then Amazon's not the place for you. You want to do your stuff on eBay. You want to go to some of these other reseller apps and sell your items, that way. Also another idea as well is you can also on the weekends, or it might be at a Saturday, if depending on how things are going, you might even decide to do like a rummage sale or something like that, or a garage sale of those same items. Some people, they like to come out, take a look, and purchase that way. So you're getting a lot of streams of income, okay, coming from the app, whatever it may be, okay. So the key is, like I said, and I'm kind of all over the place talking about a lot of different things, but the main subject here that that I was talking about is definitely is just going to be it's going to be setting your goal for the amount that you want to make and doing the things necessary in order to get there. Okay. All right. So there are going to be some days you're going to be super tired. Like I'm tired today. And I'm actually sitting in front of a Quick Trip right now. I'm going to put some more product on, and I write down all of my product, and the pictures are all in order, so I could just look off of my list, check off, as I'm going through it. But I'm tired right now. I actually went out and did some fun things earlier today, and so I'm working pretty much when I want to work, and and this is going to be the time. So this is getting kind of long, guys. I'm not going to hold you up. Hope you enjoyed this. Again, guys, if you're getting valuable information out of this, things that you haven't heard or whatever it may be, remember, I do have the website, which is dopetohope.org, dopetohope.net, or D2H, which is the number 2, D2H, okay, .life. All right, and it's a site with loads of information for recovering heroin addicts, their families, leading them to places that can help them to succeed and overcome. So I do have a scholarship fund that I have set up, and basically again, it's it's a scholarship. So after they're clean and sober, and they're looking to earn some money, that there's a scholarship or something that's out there for people to get some computer skills, so that they're able to market, okay, whatever it is that they plan on doing. Because any of you guys know, people that have gone through that lifestyle, they've got a lot of baggage. And this society here is not forgiving, okay, of that. So so them getting a place to stay, is an issue. Getting jobs is an issue. They have to become business people. And when you become business people and you take your life by your hands, and you become the sailor of your ship, then there are things that you need to know, so that you can be successful, so that you don't fall back into the same thing that you were doing before. Okay. And that's what we don't want. Because all that comes with a price. Okay. And, and I'm not going to preach to you or anything like that, but, the things that heroin addicts do in order to get that drug is crazy. Whether it may be armed robbery, whether it's stealing from people on the street, lying to family members, all types of stuff. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop here, guys. And like I said, dopetohope.net, dopetohope.org. Please donate $1. If you can. If you can donate more than that, awesome. And if you've got any questions, put them in the comment section. I don't think I have a comment section blocked on this. I had to block it because there was something else that some other information. It was like about ancestry DNA that I did, and I talked about it. Was real excited about it, but I really had some knuckleheads, some diehard racists on there, just saying all kind of crazy stuff, and so so I had to I had to report them and all this other stuff, and and just and blocked it, which just made it simpler in order to do that way and not even have to deal with that ignorance. So anyway, guys, I think I might have this unblocked. If I don't, you can definitely give me a thumbs up, subscribe please, so you can get more of my videos, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.